Hey, what's up, YouTube? So welcome to the Suits of Wall Street YouTube channel that I just launched today, I guess. And we're basically going to be going over S&P 500 and our 30-year bonds. Our US 30 is US government 30-year yields or bonds, however you want to say them. And basically, brief explanation as far as what happened today. We didn't give this trade out in our channel. However, I was still in the trade at around 42.74.6, and then we bounced up and we kept going higher. I did about, well, overall our team did about 38 points this week. That's the equivalent of 380 pips. So let me go over this real quick and what's happening right now with S&P 500. If you guys can see this, we have our we have this 30-year right here that literally correlated with our S&P 500. So our government 30s went down today, and we had the S&P 500 going up today. It reached a new high of 42.87. If we want to be specific, 4,287.4. And right now, basically, we are looking at everything in general, and for the crypto, everything's red. But so we had a few zones here that it was supposed to break out of, and it did. So we had 42. Now I like to look at the bigger picture. Something that, you know, we preach, something that we got from somebody else, but also you could see this pivot zone right here very clearly as far as, you know, what happened and what's most likely going to happen. I'm gonna cut the lights, give you guys some more views on this. So you got your 4-hour, right? And these are my zones that I have, my prices, my levels that I basically use as my trading plan. This is what I look at cash open. Basically, once the market opens up, if these levels aren't broken, if they're either stable or bullish, or they're going against the trend, then it will either catch a direction towards, you know, the upside or towards the downside. So as you can see, there's certain positions here that were swing trades that ended up being, you know, in the money. For example, this one right here was given out June 18th. No, my apologies, this is not even a swing trade. This was actually a trade. And this was, I mean, you could have swung it if you wanted to, if you had the margin for it to swing a trade like this, or if you had an options contract on SPY, you could have swung this trade from, I would say, from June 21st to, I mean, June 17th, my apologies, guys. June 17th, you could have swung it all the way until expiries of June 25th. So June 25th call expirations would have been in the money, way in the money. I mean, we're talking, if we want to talk numbers, then let's just increase the points. You would have made almost 2%, almost a 2% gain on that. That's 58.9 points on the S&P 500. Now, normally you don't get that many points in a week, but when there's a stable trend like this, then it usually ends up, you know, catching it and staying apart. So for the most part, right now, what I see is a new high, and certainly something else is coming for the week that follows. I definitely see probably some bears coming in because it's overbought. So put it this way, guys. Let's see. I'll chart this out, and I see this. This is what I see. This is a 4-hour chart. And hold on. Give me 1 sec. Let me go back. Okay. All right. So basically, right now it's about to close. Market's about to close, and I'm about to check all of my sectors. By sectors, I mean all sectors: industrial, real estate, automotive, pharma, you name it. I mean, I'm looking at it, whether it's global, whether it's, whatever the case may be. So I'm looking at our chart, and everything is, for the most part, we have our energies. We have our energies doing good, real estate doing good, utilities, basic materials, consumer defense, industrials, healthcare, financial. Overall, these sectors right here closing in the green for the weekend. Market looks like it wants to give more money to everybody. Only ones that are really down in red are the major, the big guys. Amazon, Tesla, Facebook, T-Mobile, Google, Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia. This is AMD. Semiconductors is red, which is industrial. So I mean, all this green for me is bullish. The fact that the Federal Reserve doesn't want to start tapering down on interest rates, and they don't believe there's anything wrong right now. They believe that our economy is suitable for a recovery, and it's definitely going to continue to move forward and move higher. Overall, my expectations for 2022 are a little more different. And I'm new to YouTube. I don't normally make YouTube channels. I've never made a YouTube channel. I mean, a YouTube channel in general. I've never made any of this. This is all new to me. But we're gonna start, doing this overall. And this literally was our trade of the week was S&P 500. Literally, we bought it all week. It was a buy every single day from Monday to Thursday, yesterday, and we hit one stop loss. Mind you, if you would have swung trade that stop loss and not placed a stop loss, my apologies. If you would have removed the stop loss and just swung the trade, if you had the margin, you would have made 17 and some points. That's 174 pips on the day. This is not Forex. This is not, metals. This is none of that. This is indices. You could trade this on the futures market. You could trade it on the options market. You could trade it on the MetaTrader platform. Doesn't matter what you use. You could trade this on all three of those platforms. And to get the show going, I mean, for the most part, if you really can't afford an SPY contract, buy SPX500 on MT4. Use Coinex. Use Hugo's Way. Use KOTFX. Those are the three main brokers that I'm familiar with when it comes to trading indices. We're located in the United States, and mainly this is just an introductory video, just to show you guys what the Suits of Wall Street do. And we'll be posting more as the days go by, obviously. And we hope more people subscribe. We hope you subscribe, and we hope you enjoy the content. The zones and the levels are right there, so I'll give them to you guys. I'll be very brief, and I'll explain to you, as far as the video goes, cash open, and how we executed these trades. Okay, so All right, we look at this right here. It's a 1 a.m. candle, 4-hour 1 a.m. We also have the 5, and then we have our 9 a.m. candle right here. So if we want to really close in on this one right here, I'm gonna go over this first trade, which was a trade. Yes, it was a trade. This one right here. I'm gonna close in on it so you guys can see this, and you'll see why we executed the buy. Let me reset this chart. I don't really want to go all the way back, so let's do this hourly, and then we're gonna go in here like this. They just can't stop talking about GameStop. Alright, so this was 8.2 points. Now you guys see this, right? Alright, now look at this wick right here. It got rejected, and this was at 9 o'clock. This is a 1-hour candle. So we're waiting. This is cash open, and this is one of our trades that we did. This was on June 21st, which was on Monday, right? So this was on Monday. This was our first trade, and you guys could see it. It's gonna be on our Instagram, and I'll tell you guys our Instagram soon after this. So we could break this wick down right here. This is a 1-hour wick, and how I executed this trade. So check it, guys. I like to get a nice, close up of the candle. In general, it gives me a good execution, a good price to execute this at, and overall, it shows you the bigger picture, which is what a lot of people do not get. Like that, it's really in the bigger picture. Sometimes you're not gonna see this in a 5-minute chart, but I'm gonna show you guys a 5-minute chart, and we're gonna zoom out on this right now. Hold on. Alright, so we're over here. No, we're not. We are over here, okay? Now, this is...
So obviously Google is trimming some of Apple's notes. We have the same kind of wood aesthetic throughout.
This is literally it right here. Is this it? This is June 22nd. That's June 22nd, so we're going to... My prices, okay. I think this is it right here. Give me 1 second. June 21st. Hold on, guys. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this 5 minutes not giving it to me. Let's see this one. Alright, so this is the June 21st trade. No, this is it. Sorry, guys. This is our trade right here, right? Now, you got your pip, you got a price, right? Now, this is like support. We had a support right here. This support went up, came down, went up, it came down again, and this is at cash open, we got the sell. They sold it, and anyone that was selling got trapped. So this is called a bear trap. Bear trap, it trapped all the bears down here, and the rally continued to then continue moving up even higher. I mean, we went to levels that, you wouldn't even think of, right? So this was a quick trade, 8.2 points, and in and out. You could ride the whole thing. I mean, we preach put a stop loss in profits at all times, so And so that's that, right? So then we also have this one right here, another one. This is textbook work, guys. Like, um this was executed at around 10:45, almost 11, and we were done by 3 o'clock. This is 11.3 points. This was on the 22nd. um Apparently this one hit stop loss, and in this case I guess it did, because it was not charted out like this. I had moved it, um and this was actually the position that I had taken on myself. My apologies. I had placed, I think I placed a sell on Tuesday, and then I deleted it, and then I put the buy in. So I think that's why I hit stop loss, but that's another one, textbook work, and we're still in these supply zones, these prices. So we got 4255.2, and we have 4224.5. Supply and demand, support and resistance. My apologies. And we're gonna move on forward to our current trade that we had. This was a trade that's been running, and it was ranging literally all day, but it was on an uptrend. On an uptrend, I told everyone we had to take profit, and that take profit was down here. It was for 7 points, and it hit overnight. It hit about twice before it came right back down, and then we went to these highs over here, 4285.5 right now, which, market close, it's 4 o'clock, ding ding ding, right? um we can go over crypto real quick if you guys want. I did show you guys 2 trades. There was 4 overall, but I got a little messed up with the charts and whatnot. It's not that I don't know how to use them. It's just I get a little confused sometimes. So don't get upset, or don't think I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm saying. As far as Bitcoin goes, it's coming back down. We tested 31,489.20, and we came back up. We got a nice pivot. We're currently sitting at 31,962.5.6, around there. Um, which for me, I'm looking at this on Coinbase. You gotta zoom out again. Crypto is very volatile, as far as I know, and as far as I'm concerned. I've been in the game since 2017, and this thing is really just ranging. It's not doing absolutely anything right now. It's waiting for something to happen. In this case, I see bullishness because we didn't get a head and shoulders. This is a head and shoulders pattern right here. If you want to expand this, I'm going to expand this right now so you guys can see this formation. There was a head and shoulders, but the head and shoulders, it's still there overall, but I'll show you guys like where our head is, where our shoulders are, etc., etc. And okay, hold on. No, I don't want to show executions. All right, so we got this one right here, and then we got this over here, and then so we got our head up here, and I'm gonna draw this out. Okay, so give me one sec. All right, so we got, like I said, we got this one. 24/7. Oh, this one's not attached to my other one. Sorry, guys. Save me some time. Alright. Okay, so we got this one right here, right? That's a shoulder. For the most part, it's this whole entire thing, right? And then up here we got our head. And then down here we have another shoulder. Now this shoulder, in order for Bitcoin to break lower, has to break lower. Our zone is 30,000. That's our support. It's 30,000. I mean, and it broke it. It broke it and it got rejected once again. So it's the weekend and we're probably going to see a lot of volatility during the weekend once again because, you know, the weekend. So you got your head and shoulders right here. And so we could see more selling. It doesn't, you know, the fact that I'm putting up videos on Instagram and whatnot doesn't mean go buy more. I mean, I buy dips, but that's me. It's not, you know. I'd hate to say, you know, go buy the dip and you're putting your mortgage in this thing, like. So that's our daily right there, guys. Look at this thing. So we still have, in my opinion, we have a good chance for Bitcoin right here on our daily. If this candle right here, this bad boy that we have for June 25th, goes and gets rejected and can turn completely bullish and go straight to 40,000, or we can get the sell off, which in this case will bring us back down to this support right down here, which is 20. Give me one sec. I want to get it exact. 23,089. Okay. And our next support is 11,777.14. I really don't see it going that low. This is really just for me a small little mountain, just the cusp of a beginning of something that's new, whole new technology. A lot of people aren't really concerned, and some people really don't care about it. Some people don't know about it. Some people don't know how to use it. So this is in foreign countries like El Salvador and third world countries where, well, in this case, the president Nayib Bukele implemented this coin into the country, and it will be fully, well, you could use it as legal tender as of September 8th or September 7th, I believe it is. It will be, you know, it's going to be used and you could use it over there. I wish it was the US, but it's not. Well, I was in a taxi the other day and I wanted to use Bitcoin, but I couldn't because they don't accept it. So I would rather have coin than cash. I prefer sitting on coin than sitting on cash all day, every day. Um, Personal opinion is because we're highly inflated and our dollar is really not backed by anything. So when you look at these coins, some of them aren't really backed by anything either. You know, like Dogecoin. This is not backed by anything. There's no resource. It's not tangible. Bitcoin is not tangible either. It's not something you could touch. It's not something that you could, you know, hand over to somebody. It's literally just straight code. It's a bunch of algorithms and people literally compete to make the best one through using towers, algorithms beyond computers upon literally servers and platforms, different how would I say? It's like it's a whole setup. It's a bunch of batteries. It uses a lot of batteries, a lot of energy. So what the president's doing in El Salvador right now is literally he's mining these coins, and he's gonna be mining them with volcanic heat, combustion in this case, from the volcanoes, which is not going to be hurting the world. So guess what? The coin's bullish. I'm bullish on this coin. It's one of the only coins that I'm still bullish on, and a lot of people want to sit on it or shit on it. But this coin is it's a pot of gold. It's been around since 2007, 8, 9, I believe. Satoshi released it, and I mean, to the extent where my older brother knew about this coin but didn't really pay much attention to it. So overall bullish stance. You guys see this green line right here, 64,000. That's where it's gonna go. That's what everything is telling me. I mean, I like to read this one right here, which is my EMA, and we haven't really gone lower. There's nothing crazy. There's no crazy activity over here, and this is an overall beautiful, smooth uptrend. If we're looking at a line chart, if you want to compare it to a line chart as opposed to candlesticks, it's bullish. It's gonna go up. It's just a matter of time. The halving, there's no more halving. I believe Bitcoin has stopped halving. There's no more halving. It's no stock split or whatever the case may be. It's not a stock split. It's when the coin halves in different satoshis. So they break them down. Like, how many satoshis do you have inside of one Bitcoin? It's really a study of something more in depth. Some people don't understand it, you know, but some people are profiting off of this every single day. They're mining these coins every single day, and all they got to do is liquidate them into the open market, because there's plenty of people that are trading them and day trading this. To cut things short, I don't like to make long videos, but I always end up making long videos. To end this is what Bitcoin is, and where I see it going overall is 64,000. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections. We're going on our 5th right now, and it's literally just going to continue. Probably in limbo right here for the rest of the weekend. You know, it's really good to day trade if you're day trading it on Hugo's Way or on Coinbase Pro, whatever you use. This is really good to day trade. I think it's fun to day trade these cryptos because they're very volatile and they're very risky. But if you know their overall trend for the day, it'll catch a bid, whether it's towards the upside or the downside. You could catch both ways. I'm signing off for now, guys. It was a great beginning of a new journey on YouTube, because I was on Twitter and there's YouTube Shorts now, which is similar to TikTok, so I'm gonna start doing those as well. And stay tuned, because the show just got started.